Emra Sans Subium say a transit, a highway sports, and yade a best run in Sia, Abo, a fisem, and in phone close on some kakra, and a yakamboma, yade eba some good news for Asante Kotoko. Medical team na says Albert Amwa na reporter eba HM say Albert Amwa pranom enya ankle injury enye pra hu bia obeme say 2 training sections na ahead of match day 9 against Gamer ombebo obetimi asiakan ede etia Bobokwa Amudin and Nations FC Diltos Abeba Walid Nema letters at the Saint Traye yet a Honsam Eba Blasters Nema Koye at the Ama Wamo next game against Akumoros Diltos Eba and ne area ye betim come on our other class na so ye konko funko so Mr. Kylian Mbappe Lotin and some our ha ye betim en come on Esteban Willian say obe compete with Rafinha and afe Vinicius Junior no say and ehonsem esi etiawie twan ye dinina eba weni afufro pi and obete say ye de eba e highway sports no so boss player eti akonya kese num team nina e ha adwuma ko bi so dama and omde esi akonkon a enne awie ye de dwuma de nom esumwo ye dwom nsam nyina eba to anim enne awie so ko na enipa nyina okokoto twan ye be kan nsam atreu na on Facebook Oyerepa Radio on Facebook Oyerepa TV on Facebook now fe show me a live Oyerepa 100.7 FM live on Oyerepa TV abu say kunko phone close waba ye ba now fe dekanyina etimi atwa so be shase afi hurricane na so ye hurricane e de atudwa say ono hurricane no manfo chem say oh ghost na sesia o she e ban amuni kenede ene ballon d'or no kra o betimi ade and I say adia outrenim sesia and say obeboa na Bayern Munich etimi ade amo Champions League na fe amasan toaso ade di Bundesliga DFB Pokal o say amo squad to win it omuwie na say ada awards na ba eno ay bonus hurricane then sama ode atudwam awie na yade bi amawo Kylian Mbappe esiakan ema Real Madrid no ka say our the French national team num na opening sa usiakan na Michael Olise eka ho a yana ema feel comfortable na eno se helloya enye Michael Olise sa menenebo ena omami feel comfortable nkwa Michael Olise no oye player a lot ena odi ema team bia osiakan ama womwom enti oma a lot of options ema the French national team no eye easy se oningina esiakan ewo one team mum eno eye Kylian Mbappe on Michael Olise ye fi ona fe yakọ Esteban Willian na so ye Chelsea akodana Manchester form pesa omobeteni din na no tete wom Liverpool for esura kodayi na no onya winning goal ema Chelsea na say oni problem bia se Don Carlo Ancelotti se osiakan na otusu se Vinicius Junior and se Rafinha emo ahead of ono Esteban Williana oni problem bia ningina mo ne se omo ye the seniors no no enkakran oba na ne so ade no and se 2026 FIFA World Cup Don Carlo Ancelotti every players obato ne sam ade afena fe represent the country and your letters eka yansam and awie na Kenan Yedes or a player Emma Juventus Kenan Yedes ya kana semi a lot of Premier League clubs and a dinner chise amram emesi akan emma womom na letters ekutame and say okọ na so ya ninsem nyina etiawa or say pressure bia ni no so na ne je ewo Juventus bobo konum na Juve team no se ambeton Kenan Yedes ananse amonton Kenan Yedes no latest reporter ekutami awiei ene se amunyamadwen se Kenan Yedes no emfa ho se a lot of teams are show interest ewo no no ambeton no amana ko bia one Laporta abusuam I say, on the Oma Fiontino PS at who say, sir, the Super League, you know, FC Barcelona, and the Super League, you know, BM, identity, and I was saying, Pempe, Akokaho, Ninginamo, and sir, Osha acquire UEFA form as say the Champions League. They say, Sikasam Ekoye, and see the Super League, on one Laporta, on supporte, te said, Nano, your best story, and sir, Barca form. At the Super League, still with one Laporta and on the cash out say Frankie De Jong, midfielder, Emma Barca, Edia Tuja, Sabi, Jacobo Villarreal, and Barca, our United States of America, Miami Cromono, Sabi, a crazy. I was say game no Tojam, I was Spain, and I was a captain, now I had been chair and a captain ultimate a chair on any issue beer. Minimum officer, Barca, a Kokobo game no, our Miami against Villarreal, Ababua, Sikasem Ebekoye, at the Ama Womum 2, a Banasa La Liga, so Amon Ama Amanfua, Wamu America, Ultimate Ahu La Liga, Sadia Esi Etie, Maminko Vinicius Jr., ne club side, Madrid. Na Kylian Mbappe etin komo no mbusa nsa Kylian Mbappe only Vinicius Junior no problem bi o wana and on say only Vinicius Junior problem bi ani ho anopay ye catchel say Kylian Mbappe dia tuja say obetimi age Ballon d'Or obetimi age nkuruwa odoa ade beboanom and say the other players no perform ye ne other players no e goals e ban sa and saniso ade hunom ebetimi abem na wasa kabim awiei say only Vinicius Junior any problem bia na say problem ho a enka against Villarreal penalty by no enka onkonkwati bo no emfa nkoma Vinicius Junior say onkoba bo no emfa Tottenham Leon Goretzka man for say oh and Leon Goretzka person of team num na nje ewo Bayern Munich osino kura bia any sensem num opesa alternative num na they all can say opesa obwa na Bayern Munich and so adu no afi etime ebem and Leon Goretzka nsema odi etujam and na awie yanko Sandro Tonali na so ye osia kan ema Newcastle United in Central for ebusan se odachi krat say obetna Newcastle United announce reporter ebasa Italian clubs ediwachi enti obefi England akopiamom ewo Italy no kre mu na and on say yakasa mpempen de on si gina bia say okoya adwuma ewo Italy osia kan ewo English Premier League no oy happy na ne je Frankie De Jong say young confirm awie on Highway Sports say onono outna Barca ne contract no obestente na fere manyina akoye ama womom former Manchester United chief scout Scott Mike Brown na odia to just Chelsea problem no center back and there was a Chelsea and it said I'm a center back about here it sounds like the center backs available in Prempeno in experience our sounds so and a pra experience players ninya into January I'm for experience center back Emiratim num Alexander Isak and central for we say Nyankopon bo ocham Sweden obetuma siakan ama womona and on say ono de oh you ready or you fully fit or you ready for 90 minutes football and then some orano edi atuja and na awie na abusuam Hurricane and Central for we say Obaba England abesia kayana and also there be munya isa questions na edu be na mubusa players no they say me see kan Emma Bayern Munich and dream bia ni ho sesie me concentration and say me team and afa the three lions of England ni abekoye ama womom na gas poet at the football ama English Premier League clubs and say I'm a center back papa ebi ewo the Sehes Park Crystal Palace amonko na amonko kofa Mark Gehi or say Mark Gehi a top center back na yakase no one say Liverpool join the summer transfer window amanti be answer Mark Gehi a say a top center back Unai Simon on Villarreal and Barca ekobo ewo Miami America Chromonum and on say Ukraine ochosika semne dia eye na ono de enka nepe and say game nom ebetime atodwa ewo Spain Chromo Madrid eltwanim diametis se akra say amanya communicate to come forum say afidie January ma namom yay and you're the first team but ton boy no ede amayem pedia and mbetima tono ede ama team fofro na Nico Pass no 2026 yaba be fanom eno aye nkoma Madrid ene komo adia metibia na awie mede ema wo Manchester United Demete HM Harry Maguire no enkomo guso a ekoso den am say on pesa am extende Harry Maguire contract at the emanom Juventus eltwanim se Rafael Gulero nyankopon bo a general transfer window am say Bayern Munich left back na afi abaya juma ama womom mesa confirm story ni biem se Kopama abe mese Nottingham Forest game against Chelsea. About say Ajax in the Champions League. About say Sunderland and I feel Wolverhampton Wanderers and so about me I say na uko Barca ya na no 4-1 no amani so de say in the Clasico in the month of October yetime sha sa 4-1 no so nyina be kata na goalkeeper ba ko a e say omugide won mum aye one Garcia ya se sanye se bia risk and a Barca for be take here right say one Garcia betimi asia kan eno ya reporter eno ka yensa ena awie Rio Ferdinand say yenchem ema Manchester United fans rente. So after international break, Manchester United ko Anfield no draw crowd munya ombelusu Anfield. Manchester United entimin ko braba bia e Anfield to Christian Pulisic Serie A player of the month in September be confirm here e today's sports also man say onu na nsaka o se unya award ade o se we yan say Nyankopon bo the next month I was so to so na onsa timi kanti I was working hard na fe nsa eka award Derek George the teach him say Chelsea ebeti offers for Derek George Nyankopon bo general transfer window amra na amesi akan ematim bia owo Ronald Koeman say eno kra wo fi Netherlands national team no camp adaya o say cancer adokro ne yere na omu hia no attention enti ena wafi campa ena wie ya confirming story no ama wo Bash digital satellite abusua eye decoder spa na wo pedia ene eye Bash digital satellite asuye ena wasauko uyo bia odo football opese ohwe football games a Bash digital satellite say bra game centers eye hotels guest house, restaurants, individual be and a opebi our dema betibi. Afe decoder installation. Abaya mon no ya nyesebia betitia kobia. Bas nyayama say Kim. Nsio tokra debia ejanso oya door to door delivery and afi decoder recharge about recharge amount abuno so fm na home services oye abeport junction ship mu kotoko junction 0200 05 08 48 0556 287757 na wafe Bash digital satellite na fi wabuau Kingdom Herbal Center. One by ne Kingdom Herbal Center by no. Juma wa deal kromano. Obiama na mo. Enti kokoje ama Kingdom garlic capsules and bitters nibi. Unyabia ebeboa ama immune system na jeja so ye se nipa immune system no edenia yana ya den tanchu bebre et stress so afe anxiety arthritis numbness hypertension stroke afe akomaya de bi ene wo so apebinom cholesterol into a bag garlic bitters, Omutim Kingdom Ginseng Power Capsules. Oh, we are Bema, or the boy the Bridjo and Pem, or the Bernia Pio, Nambeseco, Copebinum, Afis Siadiano, Ebeco, and Marawasa, and Kingdom Ginseng Power Capsules, mental stress, and answer, Ebia. Woody enkoye kra de bia hoden wo fam pebi nanom afa tremendous capsules no ebeboa o ba na be siesie no onya discharge and sane man infections ourself tremendous capsules no bi na ono mens na ba na o kire na atwa ene fe menstrual disorders no odo bi wo ho onti atenka ne ye pampa bia ba na nye ni nyinam no onya tremendous capsules ebeboa ama enema koye ede ama ba bia to odro bia pharmacy shop and a chemical shop obenya adrono bi etimi ato 0597 298 855 0559 761 144 na wafre PKB group of companies yeni womo anyene na me say ope brand new car battery so car battery no I say na ope papa ko PKB group of companies asuye o car time na we o car time ope papa PKB, MLB, Afe Open Original Turkey and Italian Dosa, Kotibi, our PKB, na suye onu de no kwabruche kofaba inte papa oloke ubuania edne gisebia ukuta safwa enti kwaje dosina PKB na suye na main office no tafo amusieye tafo amusieye nkramufo de no na edi animhwem odu ofori kroma oho afe odu tafo a new road junction oho odi nijuma 0209 170 030 0501 485 115 and the PKB group of companies Lifebuoy Cabolic 2025 abusiam Kilantua promo no ekoso ampa kilantua ampa ni nyina mo nsa unya Lifebuoy Cabolic na ebeboa wo ema protection germs beka honam nani na ude bia ude otiti ho ne agiade no unya ni nyina ebetu ase ede ama wo de top 5 pieces of Lifebuoy Cabolic nya extra bar faka ho mpewe na opedien eye Kilantua promo etikotobi na afenemo nyina enkoye emfa emaum de atoso ade afi holy mosquito spray enko amoye nkom wasem bebre sanse kum tontom legends o krom ha mpenimfo krom ha amompese amohoho amujade ho ntontom be ha no abusua holy mosquito spray ene ne call no ena amuyusu mpumusie bebre ema kata enti opekwe papa na se office saudo ntontom hamo eno no ehwam ntinya de se ebetete opebi na afene manyina enkoye emfa ema perfect skin and body therapy pimples and aju anim no aboso stretch ma saudo na nso ben kotwa bi na won ho tattoo akora bi na won ho akọ na omuntu ni nyina se emfi hunam de nani afa opesa slim body no anansa wofunu na so and opesa so tie ebia na ode open body enlargement anansa flat atomia abusuan perfect skin and body therapy sebra obeyini nyina ama kumase boshan Abraham Johnson Accra Osu Akwaje Park Sita House first floor Takrade Kitan Johnson Episoft Lodge Hotel 0553312911 0272453535 na wafre Bossaba Electricals nkania ne de ehona wokọ a obenya papa ni nyina me se de wati dinda de wonti dinda de papa ewo dem a nye se be hye abo kabia chandelier light corner light gate light wall light garden light bedside lamp spot light ni nyina jibi ewo Bossaba Electricals 12-volt adapters digital video recorders all kinds of solar lamps and accessories no ojibi ewo Bossaba Electrical solar standing fan afa na aba na papa so bia enya bi ne fie afa Energy Commission of Ghana aja to say ononom okuta original certified cables enti 1.5 mm kopim 16 mm papa to bi na ebo no so fem adum PZ on the KJT market no edi enhwe Adum Boshaba Plaza Prisons Runabout Adum PZ and Tata Kufo Dynum 0322 0308 38 0322 0308 38 and I say 0536 095 966 Promise Heba and midi ewie abusua eya bi do na o pato abi do no papa woman nyina eya Promise Heba and omoton no omo gide papa onom a yese malaria ni tu ase a ebetu ase yese onom na se obenya energy ebebusu immune system na abusua sanete into to abi do nyina if you Promise Heba 0535 544681 0535 544681 adwuma kwa dama ena awie amudi esia konkon a yakofa nkofon close nsem no ebaye on the highway sports boss player Mr. Eugene Adu Poku striker and in team nyina etime atransinti show no so live on Oyerepa 100.7 FM live on Oyerepa TV boss player. Good evening.
Baba, evening bibia bokode.
I don't be fine.
All right. Say no kotoko ne wa game no. Say can ask papa tu kwan.
Aye.
Na papa for the omo na yefi ni ti.
So beto ade abro.
Na wakra se oba. But one sheda oba. So na me che no.
Okay.
Ti da bia no edu anwumra na makogina gate na no hwese papa ka no ba be pake a na mayo dadu dendin so ne meche no isi sana akotoko wak baba yara no akwakoye na sheka wie ensem na wo fie na ya de ekoso e baba betudwa but kakra a pese ye ka ene se wak for ne ma calf pressure Tige ni bekoso e wa class post.
And now be catch me say before say be approve any venue for especially say o man no ye anjan to le pese gituma. Omo tire the comma team now ne team na obebo home no omo tire comma no omo tire no and now fe kotoko for example so mama na ya we.
Okay.
Nti minim say
nti sheka oba eze kotoko e twa omo papa. Calf. Na calf a kire omo se game no ebeba so ewo baba yara sports stadium and aso mo ebekwa akoto so ewo Accra sports stadium na latest biba latest bi eboboba na sheka uwia bibi oho bia no asat abo 456 acha seka kwa me so se nu be 1520 die na wawie na afi latest wo ho no mabomoden ede atudwa enyoma ekoso baba enyoma ekoso wonim say eye game a ekoso ebaso baba yara sports stadium a eye very possible se kotoko kan munyoma si ani ye omunyoma nyina ya very possible say baba ye nwie game no kotoko should be hitting around $100,000 from gate proceed.
it is possible.
$100,000 na say at least anya hwekura no betenye ska omede kwa ko return leg no
Yes.
Ewo eye Morocco. Nti asemo ekon befa so nya 100,000 susu no ye be discuss it.
Of course.
Em say no almost start here. Especially ewo the VIP ni VVIP.
Okay.
Enu ankofo akotokofo mo emom begina gate na no me se me bokotokofo abaso. Shekade na osiri. Me boko toko fo abaso. Amaya de. O de we ko hwehwemu a ko hwe sika o de ebo se be no game na. Ebe onwanwa se de no na secret ni sitie no. Ebe ko so acha Heart of Lions game no. Eso Lions game no. Nipa na eti stadium no do so chen no ade no. Okay. Amanfo stadium ni free too much. Na manfo so twenko room too much.
And na manfo so
so dokotoko
too much.
O dokotoko wa wo kogina gate anu a o je mfaso o de nkofo room team ni na open ya na team ni na aboneka
ya no ma hwe na si ho nso ya na ho nso bibi ne nam ho sa ti ya no ma hwe ho oh so mo hwe na si ho ne nso
bombo chichie efiri nsu ase beka cho se denchema wu a yeni na chini
nse me koye yi kakra ho ha
se be na webu no wa na mebu ma ho o se ya so koye o service we na si ai ti wo na wo kan de na se esidi amanfo kan so so ya no mo ye den
o mo twi ne ma bi fa ase
NS wo
ai ye will be a cramp, why any service a we echo. But se drew se blaster se bebo, no to bar, me back gates. Say a beton tickets.
Am I why from Momoba?
Good, and only assembly was almost share a horn and so.
And if there's a most much.
Yeah, some more.
One said, I think that's very time, no say. Omochi some ladies be crowd
o dom wo omkwaskwa no
yes nti wo say omosha sa na ema no
okay
ho nyina se
all right it is sheka cobra na yema the latest development on eye kotoko ene Babayara Sports Stadium and afi CAF Confederation Cup amone work bebo na hen ena game no ebetimi abaso sheka
boss Yonko we de nya we anwume de nya asem ketwa anopa de na ejina mu
ene ne de mzo modro
anopa de na me di ko TV no
ene de be se modro
ai eno eti we ba ne sa na we na be pepe ne ma me de be fam ani ma sa na metime
Sheka. Yonko.
Okay, boss. Oyerepa 100.7 above 459. Yatna konya so ye de fisam no baba sum ye tiefo na bibia timi atotomi ye epepepe enra de Ghana game omo boy no na wa hu said the Blasters of Ghana team no those asamwo jan no Steven Apia mo time no eni Sulemuntari mo so mo gina game so mo ba no mo fa ne ma fara no enra de enkura no tinetine omo na mu ye pa Emma Edi Central African Republic na me no ka se ne no mo bo ni wie ya na the Blasters of Ghana bu o marketem edi o mani echiemu wo Ghana ntia no pa ne de na so ma lande mo kopie mu wo mo hotel room mo rest ye ne training ni team ni bedru ye no enya ade ne mo timi eye training team ni bedru ye no ene mo ntimi anye training ye se mrante ne rest enti mo rest na eda o china training no ebe hihya so pepepepepepe ewo Accra Sports Stadium training eba so 5:30 p.m. pepepe na training no ebetimi aba so na Saturday pre-match conference na so two coaches ni nyina etimi aba be kasa na Sunday no ye ne Comoros game no etimi aba so na bibia etimi atotomie pepepe na Steven Apia kasa e de afa enra game a emrante no eboye Steven Apia vice chairman e de ma the Blasters management committee no wasesia kan e de ama Blasters team na dodoa no captain team no na team no enema eginegine ye e de momo na osi obeka no kra o she Blasters of Ghana team ya ono an kasa no na owo gidie bi ewo mu se game no de kwan bia so ye be wini but na sa goals a ye share Central African Republic ne de na o expect ntiniama eye ne nwanwa ye pa ye ntinsema Steven Apia editudwa
5-0, I mean, let me be honest, no, but I knew that they are going to win the game because per their training, what I saw at the training grounds, the intensity, the seriousness, give me some assurance that they are going to win the game. I have developed some feeling towards the Blaster since I was appointed as the vice chairman of the management committee. So I always tell people that I was even telling that some of the players this afternoon that during my playing days, I'm one of those players that I've never played under pressure. I'm those players that I will sleep and woke up and go and perform, and I will perform well. Now I've realized that it's different from being on the pitch and being a supporter or following the team. I quite remember when we played against Chad, Madagascar and Mali. 2 days to the game, I was blocked. I can't do anything. I can't eat. I mean, there was a lot of pressure on me. So I was tensed, but I knew, as I said, I knew that the guys are going to make us proud because due to the trainings that I watched, the 2 trainings that I watched. So yes, I was very, very tense. After a win like this, I think everybody is calm, everybody is happy.
Any some Blasters Management Committee chairman, the vice chairman, the Tuja FA, and a gamer, and the Blasters of Ghana, boy, no say. What company de na ba ko esiwo dadada se sia ne de o hwepe ye points ekuta ye ne de ane na ba ko no se Mexico na ye ko PMO se Canada ne ye ko se US ne ye ko ye na ne de aduru ho dadada na se sia ne de kwan bia so no e wo se ye hye Comoros na ye timi de gi ne ye papa ye ntie nsem o de tuja.
We have to do that for Ghanaians. I mean, we know that they will come in their numbers and we can't let them down. The boys will do everything to beat Comoros on Sunday. And I mean, that should be the spirit, whether you have qualified already or whether you're almost there. The spirit is to beat Comoros on Sunday. I mean, our right leg is on at the airport, and I mean, talking to some of the boys, the response from them, they want to at all costs qualify for the World Cup. So I know that they are going to win the game on Sunday.
And just quite be after no supporters no or mobile stadium say ya when you na bayama na boss and comedian kabaya and ka ministry no near nesi no and ka omumbie free gates aye
ana mo Ghana is a free gate am desa huh
omumbie free gate na sika na omudi aba abo
amo masa de ne meya de
sika na omudi aba na omobeje no omontete so omontete so because we party bi na omobeyo kwan bi aso blaster be she
ma menche wade bi se uni ni pe ya de na odi ade ba ko hye ne cha o sesem a edin kanokore pa o se blasters ebo game ni agi se 50 to 100 Ghana cedis se ka sen kenye problem bia o
ba we de 10,000 Ghana
and ti se blasters nso e per resource e na Cross Sports Stadium ze no nkwa na stadium aka o
okay
sa Cross Sports ne na kesi kumase a kenya ne se yete he ya ye twen se bebo 5 for 6 ne hu se caf for the letter beba se ba bia kotokofo ko bobo no so te me chana se eti ye hia sika dia maintain a Cross Sports no
boss dia wo kana meti wase o ba won se we say no game no mo bebo no we so koda no cry da ho already enti we na e beat say omo de ba be she Ghana for any monyam se kwa bia so no pa na Ghana for bobo a omo no omo yes adwuma no dia mo pepepe enti omo ma Ghana for mehwe ball no eno achi no game bia beba bia no omo ho kwan se omo sika bia omo gi bia omo betimi age me madwen kire no sa de be ka bia be ka se hu ye to asem this way yankopie e wo baby jet ase ye wono so akasa wo say Evrantia na no musi akan no make the Blasters of Ghana players no e wo say omo stay consistent na afin so omo avoid so omo be bad behavior bi ne marketing kiti on the field of play ama Ghana for enye omo ho asembone aka yenti nsama baby jet edituja.
It's all about consistency. Sometimes you win, you be criticized, but they're still winning. You know, that is the most important thing. They'll be able to prove themselves. They can score more goals. We came here the last time, we scored 3 against Madagascar. Now they scored 5. You know, watching the table, you can see our goal difference is very, very high. That is where we should give them the props because they've been able to score more goals in this World Cup qualifier. We don't have to be celebrating for now. This is just the finishing touches. You know, we have to just do the right thing at the Cross Sports Stadium. And obviously, we'll be waiting for the fans to come in the numbers to support the Black Stars. Definitely, there will be something better for the fans to go home and talk about.
Enti eno no ntia samwajan eno no so Morocco bi a okoye no na so ne boys no o motivate o mo ne o mo shi jama e ba jama de a na esa samwajan de untimi nyi no emfam frim na okasa no de tu ja se enra boys no wa monitor boys ni ye pa na de ono akasa de nani hu ye no wase boys no good was set species mu e basi yen set ya yentie nsema or the tuja
sisi anu me short team na yeah very very good was set pieces. Most of the goals are actually na no sanya set pieces are memfani say yeah very very strong was set pieces, and that is one of the important things. So the ultimate global match emu ding but set pieces between Amawe access and Arsenal recently you know it's very very good for the team, very very good for the team. Or say omutumi focus to the end, although say aka nine bakusi America ba bibia to me see obo muntina we audition mutim san but Ghana there enya there video will be area sure say be qualify for the show.
Captain we are sure ampa former captain we are sure ampa me say you know say na make bibi chiro bi say e wo sen ka Samuel Jan ka game e crab last time beboy na wose nkom team di PM senke ya qualify wie nanka asamwaja aba be bobe 5 minutes bi nanka e dia ona no nanka bibia ti ma wie pepe e dia ma asamwaja ne yanto so e ne enko PM e wo honorable Kofi Adams no e na sports and recreation minister odin sam kakra atudwa amanfo koye ekobusa ne se ye game aye ne child boy ye oba abonten be kasa bebre efa coach otuado ho se sie ye otuado di ye nan ba ko esimu a ye kopiem e wo world cup yi no e de pa na nka wo be ka de afa coach otuado ho yenko ne ekobusa honorable Kofi Adams.
I can't answer that question now. If I answer the question now, then I will be kind of creating a situation. Maybe you have some people who say so they want another person. You have others who say so they want him. Then if I answer this question now, I would have been creating a problem. We still have games ahead of us. There's a game. We haven't finished. The minister will receive briefings. The minister will analyze the briefings. The minister will not take that decision alone. There's a federation that we have handed over our national team to manage. That's the Ghana Football Association. They have a role to play. And so I cannot sit here when we haven't had that conversation to be talking about whether we are retaining or dismissing the coach. I can't go into that realm. There is decisions to be made every day, including even who plays and who doesn't play. Whether the coaching, the nutrition, the physiotherapy, the medical level, the playing body itself, there are still decisions to be made. And these decisions are made every day. And the decision will not be made by the minister alone or by the minister. I have never gone against anybody I have assigned responsibility. I will continue to raise what my fears are and what I think are challenging situations. It doesn't mean that because I have supported him, if I have concerns, I shouldn't talk about it. No, that's not me. I will support you, but when I have concerns, I will raise it.
Enti se si ade oso ntimi ansa se ne obepam otuado anaso obetena na odi nchiremu ni nyina ede amamo no yanto aso e no wakasa wose se ane de sports ministry no ma propose to parliament house say omonfa emra bimbra se de be ya ye ton player bia ye betimi atiska ne kakra ne de aba beto sports fan mu e de na aboa na Ghana ye football no etimi akonanim yanko ne enkotie nsema no so ode tuja.
What we have proposed and Cabinet has approved is a sports fund. The draft bill proposed a number of sources and not to deviate. Let me just mention a few of them. For example, we say A, allocations that Parliament will approve. No, Parliament is what approves budgets. So if in the budget some amount is set aside to be put in the fund, that must go into the fund. Then again, we are talking about proceeds from special sports lotteries. The Sports Act allows us to run sports lottery. So we intend to have a lottery dedicated for sports, and that will go into the sports fund. Then grants, gifts, donation, sponsorship, and any other voluntary contribution. Then percentage of revenue or tax from sports betting companies. The sports betting companies generate revenue. A percentage of it could be put into the fund, or the tax they pay to the state, a percentage of it. So what they are already paying, a percentage of it will be set aside into the fund. Then a percentage of gate proceeds from sport activities. What do you pay to enter? A percentage of that should go into the fund. Then percentage of proceeds from transfer of athletes in Ghana and of Ghanaian athletes abroad. A percentage of that. So if you transfer a player and the player earns maybe $1 million, a percentage of that, whatever comes to the athlete when you are transferred and before it is shared among all beneficiaries, a percentage of it would have to go into the fund.
And some more cheche ye nim se sika na aban de so clubs no massive league ni mo say nti na ye nim adekronti a omo e kasa nsem we nyina na ye nyina wa ha ye hwe so mbetima propose ye de ama parliament na ye hu de ebekọ akwakosi ye nkoni enkoremu e wo NSA boss aso ye Mr. Yaw Ampofo Ankra e de nsem kakra atoja se wo chema wo sensisa ye bebre aba e wo Accra Sports Stadium after say ene Black Stars e bo mo previous game no e we abla mo ne Mali ehia mu no na wo hwe Accra Sports Stadium e fa 40,000 capacity na game mo bebo no ombete so e de about 35,000 and number to so yanko tie said the ordinary no esi emaye.
Those who were here 6 months ago or a few months ago, you can see the notable changes that have taken place here at the stadium. So we need to continue on that trajectory. We need to continue going up and up. When you pass through the streets, you would not even see the Accra Sports Stadium in lights. You might think, oh, that's not a big deal, but it is. It's technology, it has to be paid for. Painting work, you might think it's not a big deal, but it is. Drainage work. There's a lot of work that goes on that you may not even see with your naked eyes. And we've been encouraged to be innovative and to think outside the box. I think that's what the man who appointed us here has asked us to do. We cannot complain about lack of money when we have the means to put in place modalities to get funding to fix what we can. Obviously, beyond a certain threshold, we cannot do that. But what we can is what we're trying to do to make sure that you have an experience anytime you come to the Accra Sports Stadium. And on Sunday, you see an elevated experience again. We can't do it all. It's not Stamford Bridge or Emirates or Anfield, but it is Ghana's Wembley, and we need to make sure that we protect that image and integrity. And we need you in the media to help us to get that message across, that we've got to be very mindful of the fact that the capacity is not even up to 40,000 yet. We've been inundated with requests, which I would imagine will be millions. So that's not possible. We need to make sure that we protect the stadium, the people in there, the services, and the facilities, and then we upgrade with whatever we can. And the deductions are there, I've just told you. So it's not as if the gate proceeds will be coming to the NSA. 20% of the gate proceeds come to the NSA. And with that, we need to still work and upgrade so that you would have a good experience.
And no, and then somebody to Jano, then some way in our two Jano, and na Ochiche Mukakra, Efa, Sika, Ghana, Yanemali, a boy, ye, efi gate fees no emuno, or the breakdown in our 80 etu eja, Yankoti and Sama, Mr. Yampo for Ankara, Edituja.
In the last game, that is Ghana versus Mali, was 1,460,000 gross. And of course, 80% of that goes to the Ministry of Sports and Recreation and 20% to the National Sports Authority. There are deductions. There are a lot of deductions. For example, 5% pitch maintenance, risk, security, medical, duty staff allowance, NHIL deductions, VATs. These are the normal deductions that are there. But 80% to the Ministry of Sports and Recreation, 20% to the National Sports Authority. So the fan parks, we're almost concluded. Hopefully we'll be able to give you fuller details as to where fans can watch the match away from the stadium, so we don't have congestion and we don't have any form of trouble on match day. So many people want to come and watch the game, but the stadium can only contain under 40,000 people, and we're not printing the full capacity of the stadium. I'm sure you've heard earlier that 35,000 tickets will be printed.
And no, and then some I do to Javisa, Fire Accra Sports Stadium, na Sunday, big game no Barcelona and Chesenia in CSC AC Ako Ewo Accra Sports Stadium T. Se video no I ready a fato sona Yanshane and Boy and Yako Humaka Crenti, or share Accra Sports Stadium in CSC na and the Gusua Echa Egunantway and could do Sunday dear. No my BBA na BBA to Tommy Pepe Nina Blasters of Ghana. Omo edie be qualify akopiem ewo World Cup no ntise si ade ni da so aba wo hwe goals ne head to head ne kra na eni da so aba ntie se eni da so wo Kristo mo we eni da so ewo the Blasters of Ghana emu enti stadium no na omu siesie no kama de ama players no ene supporters a ebekọ akopiem ewo nti yemfa national issues ni nyina ensi na yembonwura mu yemepiem ewo club issues no emu ye kwa akopiem a ne ye Nations FC omo aso ye me no kasa de na so omo ni Kumasi Asante Kotoko ene besi akan weekend na omo the gate fees no aba betodwa omo chirema omo ese omo eje regular no 50 Ghana cedis and a VIP no 100 Ghana cedis honoma gate fees no and that screen so a HR eguno na coach Abdul Karim Zito edin sem kakra atudwa coach no HMA was say obese Ghana referees no league na airborne no osra mon protect players no because o share na game ana Gold Stars and the Kotokobo Baba Yara Stadium said that the players need to play referees ne crime here or many muna or simum protective players no young Konya Goti and Sama coach Abdul Karim Zito Edituja.
What do you can't go and kicking Messi. You can't go there. People go there because of the needs. So I don't say leave him when just protect them. See, sometimes attempting to do is foul. Look, when I kick somebody in the game, the referee will look at the person I kicked because his retaliation will be dangerous. So following this also. So I think what you said is right because they have to protect them because people will go to the field because of our people will go because of this and that. And if they start kicking them, that means we don't have anything to do.
Sama coach Abdul Karim Zito Edituja and some when you know kind in HMA and abra game no airbus air costono na say abranti friend Albert Amwa etimi apply na pranimo na supporters no enim say ade abranti no obetina fie acheye papa panemo medical team no e de anida so aba de arehemu aba e de ama ene technical team no say kwan bia so na abranti ni pra no obetina fie obi a be 2 training session bi a onye bi na be na tena fie na oma monitor ne kakra na oma hwe so obetimi aba be join Bad Nations game ne de enya ade abet amo a ebetimi asi akan ewom na Walid Neema ene Patrick Esiedu nso omo so yebo game na se omo Olympic na omo hwe omo na nhyada nye serious bi no so ani da so ho a omo so kakra no omo respond to treatment a omo so ye hwe ani mu se game a omo bebo no weekend no mrantie ne mienu nyina ebetimi agina mu asi akan de amakuma se Asante Kotoko enti no any de efri Kumasi Asante Kotoko aso ye eba Hearts of Ogun so Monday omili game no eba so omne Hearts of Lions na ede ebo ani omo se VVIP omo edi 200 Ghana cedis upper VIP no omo je 150 lower VIP no omo je 100 Ghana cedis center line no 50 Ghana cedis and a popular star no 30 Ghana cedis and no and the house eji honi enko pm na MTN FA Cup no preliminary stage no draw no 8 me eba so ewo Ghana Football Association Secretariat to and a draw no 8 me ba so ene anopeya na Frank Nelson ono vice chairman e de ma MTN FA Cup committee na wakasa e de afa ekwan a almost strategic okasa e de afa ha wo musi e group ye na afa so division 1 and division 2 na kwan mo fa ya omo pair omo we division 1 no ne division 2 no o de nsem kakra atudwa afa ho a yenkoti nsem a Frank Nelson edituda ye wia na afa so ye de matches ni nyina atudwa.
Last year's final was played by a Division 1 and a Premiership, so that's what that's it. And we'll see that this year is going to be a different one. We try to up our game every year. So what you saw last year definitely will be different because this is 2025-26. We'll progress with positive results and positive answers. So.
Ene nsema odi tuja honma na se no se sure stars ebebo desire FC na afei so Suapon Fidelity bebo future stars ha no any game a esuwom na afei so Mid City FC ebebo King Faisal honma na se eno no nti matches na de edoso an kasa brekum Arsenal enso ebebo Bastero Sasana omone omo na ebetimi abo honma na se matches no dodo na draw no ebae no omo de matches ni nyina etimi aba betodwa enche game na nkasa no omo be sha ase omo be o say
Tots FC kind free throw some me o ka say matches ni do na me yi
din bia pa bia share ana we din ba ku bi o se den Sankara Nationals
the match
chenche na afen so we free Young Heroes nso Northern Zaytuna ebebo na edi Nsoko United Soko United omo ene out to yes
Dominance FC
Bupe Scorpion Bupe Scorpion
wa Bupe Scorpion
wa Bupe Scorpion
True life
is
it duro nyina abem
and a Brekum Raja Casablanca
okay
and also well
Yazo Oti Warriors mususuwum omone Golden Warriors
never bo ana Tumutu Dominance ana domasi
Dominasi.
Dominasi.
How many West City?
Tumutu.
FC. Tomato Dominasi.
Tomato Dominasi.
How many West City FC? Okay, check us where we.
Very.
Okay, all right. The America got to go work in the latest need. Okay. Tot FC no, is it Jerry free? When I was sharing the ball was free.
Oh, okay.
Talk we can Jerry free.
Yeah, me kind.
When I was sharing the ball was free. Kotoko ne work answer ne beko kotoko ne work no. Enra game a course over by Oyerepa Sports Stadium no. We ye gross. Se skana kana ketua bi. Na sikani nyina no 100,000 Ghana cedis.
Okay.
100,000 Ghana cedis.
Yes, Kaniska 1 billion.
Wow.
100,000 Ghana cedis. We ye gross. Nti ye beje ayina ba net na ba. Titi no. Ye aba. Nti close to 100,000 Ghana cedis. Kotoko game on born Enra against baby any Gold Stars. Sika EPM free gate e buy no. After latest on Kotoko work Oyerepa Sports Stadium and a captain me de Ebremono. Enra work atro e de akoma CAF. Say omo person mu hu ba bia game no mbebo no. No matimi aboabo mo. E for makontu mu hihye.
Okay.
Na CAF I respondo say by the close of ene be communicate to the Ghana Football Association to omo work for say game ne baso Oyerepa and I say baso ewo eye Accra Sports Stadium. Nti say no captain ko company fo nyina mo ye kakra bia no ma hwe mo fon so. But mo General Secretary of the Ghana Football Association Edim komo pa ko ne kona ba ono susu ne kafo egusu nti enye wonwa se bia captain yen sorry programs na yen sorry sokra no confirmation ne beba.
Okay.
Baby akotoko ne work game ne betimi akoso ko pressure work for ne de makaf no enye pressure ketwa na akotoko so de omo de enam the General Secretary of Ghana Football Association mo de ema CAF na remu no koso kire se work for the nkomunya ya ka game ne ya Accra Sports Stadium. Yeah.
So be up ya no beto no. Oba wa say almost like yebo neutral grounds. This is a spiritual home of Asante Kotoko. So we move to Accra. Yes, Ghana the and so we move from venue ultimately intimidating. Right? And you know so unya ho a so they will push for that, and the North Africans, because of how strong our CAF no, so all connections are stronger. They can get all they want. That's the North African teams. Only influential, influence our African football, especially at the CAF level. You see the point. So say now especially as Asante Kotoko, say connection when you dinner, and I want to believe say Kotoko kono the original so they kono say stadium no. Say there may be a CAF demand from the Omatimaye. So Omatimaye sign money there. Now say CAF certify Sampa through the FA. So now you can say now the last time Mr. Ahomano Ebaha obey that inspection. If indeed CAF demands Omatimaye certified there, that's where we make my push. Other than that, the North Africans are very strong when it comes to more maneuver as far as African football no concern. So let's hope and pray say and then be fat. Now I said now. I think Panibi was talking about say Omufri say so far near man a CAF Eddie Madeno the Omatimaye Ewaha and you know I hope say CAF no ebe the opportunity to play the game here. Obi abeso born home.
Okay.
Obi abeso born home.
From Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Management regrettably announces that the Confederation of African Football, CAF, has declined the approval of Oyerepa Sports Stadium to host Asante Kotoko's CAF Confederation Cup clash against Wydad Athletic Club of Morocco. As a result, the club will now play our crucial first leg tie at the Accra Sports Stadium on Sunday, October 19, 2025, with kickoff scheduled for 3:00 p.m. 3 p.m. area. Further details of the match will be communicated soon. We air from Kumasi Asante Kotoko to confirm.
Very swift.
Kotoko any work. I say na make just a bit me aba before you be program na say soon after the program.
Thumbs up. Good job.
Nti air confirm say Kotoko any work game no emma so e Baba Yara Sports Stadium. Ebeko so e wo Accra Sports Stadium.
And I want to believe we said then Asante Kotoko anti-me meet the CAF, especially don't meet my Baba Yara Sports Stadium. CAF themselves are not happy say or catch us able home baby. Unless say a name or no identifies a name way no. Won't mean yet. And upon I say Obed can say we will be a Ghana ball first Mac I just forgotten him.
Enra Stadium.
I Maxine I say Oh, Morocco, dear McLean.
Macni,
Morocco. Mr. Poku, so I the business you want. And yet, anything extraordinary. So, what stadium was stand back? One who said, Cassie Trump, a call, a small pitch B. What a name I honor. What I say? I had nice it me to CAF, they are not demanding so see a dear cracky. And then I got mistakes. No, say okay, we have park you are able. Not Baba Yara, and as a Accra Sports Stadium. The problem is your stadium no. Your jam and number be prepare a roti. And ko ye. Hey pitch, your turf about.
Okay, I won't say a that by Monday.
Yeah.
I was here discussion I'm because from information I'm one. CAF and you're happy about the pitch.
Okay. Now say could Lions. So her pitch on bonus. You and I remember I told Obi say pitch no can was too much. Wouldn't the reason why also son. The fear was to track off for man. I be supposed to pitch no.
But then I won't try to come out.
And I don't track off him. And I don't track off him. But the first animal born, that was the fear. Because the pitcher said that set grass no. You would look for me, netting team, and then I would track off for me. And they toss and then you're ready, sir. And now affect the omni your friend said Lions game no in a way, in terms of ball no movement and that stuff. But I know what it was okay. So I want to believe that Blaster elbow Morocco. You could clearly see say the pitch was level. Who was a ball no? Who won be a ball air bounce be a and I'm so. And that is what you're lucky. Aside other aspect now, careful. No. They are not pitching your pa because for players no and also no more. So
yeah,
too bad say about this time.
I feel no I join here. You fan to just say Kotoko. And work game no. Is it CAF at the aba? Game no emba so ewo Baba Yara Sports Stadium ewo Kumasi. Ebekoso ewo Accra Sports Stadium no one kind.
But I was surprised the last Kotoko game on boy the patronage. I was surprised. But Accra there Kotoko has difference be ahead anymore.
Then
in terms of say your park.
But say kabi obi a wa ho den wo fie.
No jitum. And the ben kase Kotoko Kumasi na Accra yepe. But still I still believe we say Kotoko enough supporters are. Some Beko Stadium, Kotoko match, and so between fill Accra Sports Stadium. As I know Kotoko should be able to fill Accra Sports Stadium in any good day. Because who's there? Because of the cosmopolitan nature of Accra, no. I'm not Kotoko a lot of supporters over there. You see? But I still think say they are not doing enough. Mr. Poku, I believe we say the management, the team will show on so the supporters no so you are not only taking care of the players na bobo. What I say? I did about but men say you be raise as and go to supporters. But you say there's been a lot of challenges. but I don't see a lot of things that management yet to help to support the to assist the supporters leadership no e mo mo so I say team no more supporting leadership more juba no so lo buy you know on chair was that oye move baby oye lot but I want to believe say some management no I said that proper arrangement to get to the supporters. The management
Maminti Obed ne CAF decision aba say game no Accra Sports Stadium. Say Obed Maminti way.
Me sure say what company for na Monday na numre no munya confidence but the following day na fe no mujide ne teba form. So be steady from Tuesday na Rihanna de bana na jide ne teba form. And when so now as almost I confident kakra. I don't know what happened yesterday. But it looks like a no na jide na san start aba so yensa be kano Kumase. That was also something that was in the air, especially at Baba Sports Stadium. And we have a boom. It's quite unfortunate. Monday na numreno on sejibo. The whole of Monday na kotoko minim se na impending for no Baba Sports Stadium. And now they were sending pictures. Now CAF requested no send it, CAF requested no send it. And at some point it looks like there was a positive feedback, especially Monday numreno. Yes, Monday numreno there.
You go me dem tell Monday no.
Monday numreno there.
Okay, yeah, na me catch you say.
Yes.
A friend of mine who works at CAF and information or the mama say more problem with the page because work for no so the pictures of the Baba Sports Stadium page no. My report to page need to CAF.
Yes. Work for na yejuma.
Now I was telling omo strong.
Why na be do on mom go try.
Now how's work na buy. Ghana ni be try work. Ghana ni
say you want nsem nya na etimi but I think Monday was it Tuesday no. And I need din komo ana as a company for no dey ato NS company for so mo sra mo a. E mo ma obia mbe twitwa pictures bia without
no kodada.
Jibo. On that information, I'm laying it down my NS.
Pictures ne call Edru CAF as Monday morning.
Yes.
Work for the another
work for the no. That was around the time I am in panic aside somewhere around 11:15 p.m. Sunday nyumre. And I know catch me say work for no wants to lodge a complaint into my hente CAF for. It's Monday na no pano. See me better now. Me Monday na da be na safudu kuba no. Tuesday. I na me catch me say someone can say from the
Tuesday no pa.
Yes. Information na minya no. It doesn't look good for.
No can say they've given an instruction to prevent the pictures from leaving.
And no can say CAF for the request to be about.
That happened on Monday. The Monday no more satisfied that request because around 3:40 something. Na me ba say so I called someone na me pay sa called the show no boy you know the figure involved with Triama NSA enti my friend panos asuma sikura mu free hair ni na obo be ye say ni you get my point be twa dressing room pictures e be twa pictures almost so send the CAF na msu then if they requested for dressing room and other things and or met me about be trust and the omodia then that is positive ye dey nije betechi so jibo work for na ye adwuma but we ne fie nipa for na ye more e won sem no yo ye nka no kre e fie nipa for na ye more e wo de asi
it's so sad
e fie nipa amwa
areho
e fie nipa amwa jibo nse nya ndie be wet e fie nipa amwa because e fie nipa otimi bi epono e ma obi ko twa pictures dia send the code yes wamboa na kwakwa say yikruma obetimi $100 credit you boni o jibodi akwa ndi say
aso nyo bia no so fotokotoko
and am gaso obetimi $100 credit
if you nipa no ho no e bia bo hu no ko supporter
obetimi $100 credit boni because jibo You will be $100 man or no better phone up with pictures in the Abrani Panocra. I'm out diagra at the bedin some money. So it's quite unfortunate. It's very, very unfortunate. Also, unauthorized, I think that I'm saying we beba and an American said, Yempen for no call your celebrity or Morocco or more bar. Now, Blaster Sikane bar, Sanyoma winning, they should be lobbying to put it on the table. It's quite unfortunate. It threw the game away for Kotoko. Let's be honest with ourselves, Jibu. Kotoko Waka Sports Stadium. Mianga say, medical can say, Bon Kuma said, yeah, Kamujidi, but Accra, forget it. Kotoko will even struggle to get a draw or even qualify.
Oh, Accra.
Oh,
too early.
Because of Accra Sports Stadium. Oh, but if Kotoko supporters, Kotoko Timinya, something between 20-25,000.
I said when they make Kotoko, almost South Africa, no, I can't say 10,000 crown, no munya. Then you will not get it. 10,000. You won't get it. Ebe TTM. Forget about what. Ebe TTM.
Kotoko should be able to get it.
Captain, they won't get it.
No, they are not making an effort.
Captain effort.
And now make us say
there can be
ASM management who join hands with the supporters leadership. No more mount to serious campaign to get the numbers to the Accra Sports Stadium. Because if you're talking about the numbers, they have them. Accra Kotoko numbers. Our numbers, So if they want some make an attempt, say baby. But if you leave it for the supporters to do that alone, Chama Solonkwa will not emphasize or trying to best.
They can try their best and get some, but that number that will make the venue intimidating, you won't get it. That's some no crena no. Obetimi abon ho modern nya bi o VIP hall, enya bi o popular star no kakra, but you will not get the number. Nipa no Rust Stadium one yembe no.
Prince Adakwanya Mitchell say, don't blame anyone. This is no news. We don't like the truth. My mom in the village knows there are no better pitches in the country. And also, and Nana Kwesi, next time go and endorse Papana or yeah. So
this was not treated like a national issue.
Nana Adam so say your own colleagues exposed Baba Yara pictures on social media. Okay. Obia Kwefo say the picture is not good, but Sia is blaming whoever sent the pictures. And Sia what blame Obia? Okay. All right. Obe to aso.
Yibo, so if we are really analyzing this issue, I think the level of disappointment the can story will only a massive. Kotoko qualify for Africa no? Somewhere around June. Until July, August, September, yabedu October. And me I'm pitch na ready. I'm a venue na ready. This is pathetic. And ka moment na Kotoko kobo kwara ewo Accra Sports Stadium. There should have been measures to make sure that Kotoko bet me about work. Ewo Kumasi. The issue was not treated like a serious issue. Ye dane ne te se e Kotoko na enya na ade bi na o kika ne mfa ni tribum bum no mfa mpempem no nko. We've not seen the Football Federation getting involved in this.
There are blaster in here omo. E ba enye no mu nyina akogoi. Blaster in here omo.
On send community. But we just think blasters in your venue abobo and keep it me.
Oh go me. Send they abind dia. Abind dia. And makase yeah, this current FA, the only thing I'm interested in, Black Stars. Bibian say, yes, yen in the Baba Sports Stadium pitch is no good, and we here will be so be flab on 10 or Baba catch. But there are pitches in Africa, a World Cup competition, worse than Baba Sports Stadium
for this game, dear. I mean.
Worse than Baba Sports Stadium.
Who said boys no ball so.
If you have people at the top, they can influence decisions. So you ask the FA president, who is calling for 3 term, clubs na hwe omo so no de wa abom odin hwe omo so no bibia nko kama no they are not getting pitches enkobo emmobo African competition so o say
Tretem so kotoko so indoso so kotoko so but so nko for Tretem no
so nyina
so kotoko na what are they doing
abekam say na akam
you know so you see the point
abekam mom so Jibo massive disadvantage to Asante Kotoko yemfa no kren cancer massive disadvantage. This should have been a soccer festival. But enya dia Kotoko for Sabeka say Sabeka say soccer festival no. The writings na clear on the wall because efforts necessary no. Now today ko scoreboard na no akransa anya adwuma.
Debi. Scoreboard dey see tutu hunyoma ko.
Agropa na edi okroma say.
Tutu hunyoma ko.
Dress room ya.
And the truth is Captain, ball na yebono. Aside rules and regulations, everything. Sometimes you need people who can speak for you.
Of course, that's very important.
Especially in Africa.
I said, I was talking about how the North Africans are strong. Even before the announcement, America said, if Kotoko satisfied the CAF requirement in the now anything less than that, would need strong lobbies. The North Africans are very strong in that aspect. Because I'm not dominate African football. I'm not whisker. I'm very influential. When it comes to such decisions, now more power. Now no more pay. Now ope will be over to me. I one of Africans, they are first to do that.
When you analyze that game, I mean, yeah, can't be 23 years ago. Now work 8 minutes got kobo kumase. Be 21 years ago, 2004, 2005. Now got me who's to work kumase. So if 2025. Yes, say that's about 20.
Back here
2002.
2002. And about here 2004.
Into back here 21 years, back here 23 years. So if 23 years ago and 21 years ago, it's me hosty. Now fast forward. They say it's me hosty. That should tell you how that drop by it. We can talk about calf measures. You bet me can measures. But the point is, yentimi anko yenima so man.
Yeah.
Yen hye fa agoro no ho no. Yentim ba kire wo park ne nkwa so ball no bo. Akade na ye de ya agoro no so ya sa tia ba kire. Because back then, na yetimi nya a Ghanaian club eko final against a North African team.
Yeah.
Send ye na yetimi nya South for no South Africa side ho no for na eko no. Sana na high so ye de netie and na ye countries na near konkan ye west for no sana north for no ko bo mo bakra no musuro akotko twa gaza mahala 3-0 okurumazi when be ba also ye ba first half ni be win 2 o'clock then time jibo ye bo ni 2 enti 3 ne be bo no na wa di 2 na 3 na bi ahye ho ansa na wa settle first granite bo no 1 o'clock jibo kai we are 1 to by 3 near upon board she nani panaji ashe no ho. But if fast forward we are at a stage and now we cannot even play a game at the Baba Sports Stadium after months of being aware of what is said to happen. Bosume be 9 and na ade ne da anim say we na besi. Na yesa bosume ba akupe na ade na si o. Be bosume 9 nyina na da anim say bibi say betimi asi. Na yentimi antu ho na mo ama aba beto yen. First match yambo, second match yambo. Yibo na group stage so na say yambo, group stage no. The restrictions needed huge than this. Huge than prelims no. So if you cannot play because all say first week I cry mediama. Not me born we sipon a group stage and no aba either Accra na Kumasi aba bebo. So the demand for prelims near massive than here hadi than group stage and massive than prelims. So if fast forward we are here and we cannot play this game, then it's a big disgrace to the country. And as I grow as the yesterday kotoko. Next season we might be discussing this same issue elsewhere. Because clearly they see any plan to fix Baba Sports Stadium for CAF to accept it.
Yeah, na bona you know. Hey, Ubed. May I've gotten closer to omo opportunity to deal with CAF. Hwe. Odu stage we say ya e de Takashi Femu. Onim sa.
And how do you do it?
Sia.
You influence the system you
Depending be go ase de nkasika nim ho ase.
Okay. Say depend about inspection ako.
Asma me cannot say.
Okay. Yeah.
Sometimes I also think say yeah, transfer we be yama ye transfer we be yama ye no. It's getting too much. When you say we and the real question antachi. Kebebo game no Baba Yara Sports Stadium.
You will and go there no to check. I think say now let's start from from the Kotko management. The Kotko management, from the beginning.
Yeah.
Politically,
imagine boss no how you too late.
Captain Nyoma adwen ba so. They should have politically activated the fans after Kwara game. You betena akan say. And Kadia Chia and Anapinkra should at least have an interview urging the supporters at least anybody who are captain Sika Kotokobeshri any chance of qualifying actually Kotokono any Yamibe no
Yene lawyer staff duku kasama for Edema Kumasi Asante Kotoko enin komo lawyer Yamwajo enumrei Edeba Oyerepa 100.7 and for Oyerepa TV. Say, may I show you your money boko?
Oh, any DNA, our be kakra familiar, but any husa.
Enti news about ye management say na mu taking news no.
Well, I know that but
Anyamu de but enyamu
oh, of course, on the football, I'm running a duma. Na Bia so ya, as I was saying, no council. Only the football time. I did who here pa African. Maybe idea that's just a bubble. I'm saying, no, and to turn your money over Barantum. A brand anybody wants to say. Yeah, funny bread and any man now, you say. And your man, then a car. Over calf. A reason our more air canoe, just said, you go down and say, on the person, command based inspection. Omaka inspection, because a part of Omojuman. I don't know. And then Sukai. Never one time or no. On Baby inspection, I call a report of Abana. And more, and Manchester, no, if you pay. Ticklu. Opponents are almost as much to quite back as well as traveling arrangements. Any accommodation on your money now, Omiji say, on the back, I call a report of Abana. And more. Now, say, one say, your alternative there, and I'm not careful to say, you want a car. For this particular match.
Lioness imitate the Okania. The last time I the club licensing board from the FA. Yeah, Mummy Tiasia say or mobile to do the inspection on behalf of CAF. A dear Nasa.
And on behalf of CAF. Say CAF was not there. After the ball, the qualifier, no. Sadia Nabaya, we be ready now for the Koyana. Bianca, Emma say. Na about the request, because say, the baby say, Bon Babayano. Let's say, a DBB, a can report being pictures become owner. A beer, not a talk of a commercial. Na uncle here say, on the baby because ultimate value person and quite uncle. As all provide the evidence to be. And now, the news have to need a car with the hope to say, if you are not satisfied. Unfortunately, CAF did say. In this particular instance, I'm a person come back. But time no I can. Isha say any man I can. I'm doing the now. I'm report of Andiana. Emwa Morocco na almost to quite every Morocco abba. Itina akobasa na nenye say CAF na instructor. Let's finish on from Bibiana. Request na dey kono. That's the name I can't talk.
Oh, okay. Until will you say when another opportunity bar mobile active fast unlike say the musi this season African campaign.
Oh, there Kotoko any control over the Babaya Sports Stadium. And then the your man there. And you know the facility there. Won't be any matter there wow. And then I come on Sano. And yes, beer. From the one, no. This year, never Africa. And you know, and without the but I think the NSA, you know, they have their own issues, and you know, maybe I don't know. We are not in any position to blame Obia. What we have to do at this stage is say, you better to say any now, Baba or no Baba, a football. You're doing a year. It's possible to say greater crack on your machina. If it's me, that is also happy. The only thing I ever had to say, we are numbers not yet. You answer. Because the crowd which we call away. Echo when about the we did there. Football never determine the outcome of the game.
Okay. Only sure say the psychological aspect of the game. The way ana obi ade ne ho ahyem game wey dey say born Babaya Sports me sure say e ba ya be even the players ni mu say ye born Babaya Sports which are the spiritual grounds of Asante Kotoko and normal Kotoko different energy different spirit the bebo game no asa ba say e kwa Accra Sports Stadium no psychologically it affected the whole team setup.
No, the impact you know insignificant because over career yeah kind na your mama phone say the final decision no be free cap ho na aba ya nye 100% sure say seti bia no you born Baba ya imum na in an hand man chepe if you already no boys no there open him say ya mo de come say over na car if you go basa no impact bia wo team so yen for me na say to me inspire hope and courage be say no matter what we will play on Ghanaian soil in the home ye be dia Accra or Kumasi ni Ghana but I think say no kwa no impact no so much a bit overturning the outcome of the game. So what to pay ye now the boys no a mentally strong sebo no ba begins the babyano a bit trouble.
Okay.
Maybe the crowd you know no one send and say Kotoko away performance no crowd no for Babaya no. I impress me more than the home.
Okay. Lawyer, my information I'm sure say me feel because of your time. And you be the home coma. Now, obi the way say but abetamo Saturday game obi be Engine to say.
But Engine no me fan say e man no injury. And then ochna obedi na home kakra. Hopefully Saturday. Yeah, the assurance from medical team they say we are available for the game. Okay. So that is the good news.
Okay. Lawyer, you're not seeing your phone here. You be didn't come out of him say game ni bedru. Young line so straight away na ye near T4 any other phone income 0322494401 0322494771. With me afre na waba jumedi. So captain now can be.
Oh, I bet then I make us it's refreshing to hear that because the boy has become the toast of the fans and rally so.
Mama call us so. Udi baby akaza finado asmato aso. Seto yam contentem.
Dia can say YouTube. I no go be send me the better come.
Seto line nye obekọ no asa baby mudin baby akaza finado asmato aso. Hello. Okay. Some young next one. Udi baby akaza finado asmato aso.
Hello.
Good evening.
Evening.
Indeed, I thought so. Consider about because every at my testimony.
Yanko.
Mammy, Yanko Pojan was my power. After 4 years, woman now account of the farmer, African or Marcelo. Woman, no me. Why? You have found one and you're gonna see.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Sammy, Bana, Yantoasway. Okay. Udi maybe I can say Finado was Matuaso.
You, if any, I can say I think so.
Yankwe.
Okay. You, a sports minister, any Ashanti regional minister, and I say National Sports Authority, and a Baba by a last sports stadium. About my assurance said the Bayala will be ready for intercraft competition. May come this year. You work and you use it. Say Baba Lanka Midanka video or bat. Akari,
the article. Okay. Yantoaso. Udin baby akase Finado was Matuaso. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Udin baby akase Finado was Matuaso. Nana yetiu intentem.
And two. This year, Ghana, and this is no years, you know. But I get as a bus down quite in team, man. What's enough? All my magician playing and the real crowd.
Anakafra, be why? Okay, Yemfa, the Utrato, na Yen sorry so. Udin baby akaze Finado was Matuaso. Okay, Ishmael yetiu.
I'm about to allow my usual program. Yeah, if you know, but time no. I is too much. Until now, I'm sure I did some numbers. So I am also money to be from my.
Yes, yes, here 4:30. Okay, all right. Hey, Efu, Adi. O si enfa ba ko ni sorry so. Udi maybe I can say Finado was Matuaso.
So good evening, Ofedia and I can say.
Ofedia, of Ayanko. Of Ofa.
Mr. Kotokodia, you Sabakan, say a coin does president, you know. Yes, Sabakan, you pump by one time, I tell you, we are here, the man, never, and I'm with my boy.
Okay, Ofedia, Yadasi. Non sia Cassiabo, and Eba, Tuaso, Ewo, Oyerepa 100.7. Aha, and the highway sports no AC. Nyame ya aduma wo china da foforo. Ye besa tenase na ye de agudie mu nsem abremo. Anopa 6:25 Tebes ebeba 9:30 to 12 today's sports. And afi 4:30 to 6 p.m. And so highway sports. Ye da mu nyina ase okoji abo ene krobia PSC soba. Ne se ne de Real Madrid no. Ne de classico na haya na yebo no. Eti ademu sia nyame ya ademu akina ebehia news at 6 etwaso. Oyerepa FM